I've discovered something about the dollar that it's not backed by gold, it's not backed by silver or any rare materials or any life supporting physical resource. If you look here, it says this note is legal tender for all debts public and private. Legal tender means that the dollar, the only thing giving the dollar value is the law. This this doesn't this doesn't work. This doesn't work because the government can't just say this currency has value even though we have absolutely nothing backing it or supporting it. Look at any dollar bill today, $1, $5, 120, 10, and somewhere it says legal tender, all debt public and private. Look at any paper bill, U.S. paper bill from before 1933, and it should say either in the same place or where this $1 is. It should say redeemable in gold on demand to the buyer. Now, gold is something to base good gold is something to base your currency on because gold has value. It is a rare physical life considered a life-supporting resource. Why is it life-supporting? I define a life-supporting resource as anything that has as anything that has practical purpose. We use gold in our medical field. An example of this would be for diabetes testing strips. The gold provides an ideal testing surface for the most accurate reading possible. We use gold in our electronics as electricity conductors. Several things several things today wouldn't exist without gold, which is what makes it so valuable, which is what keeps up its demand. Here we have a $5 bill, um, supposedly here minted in 1928 before the gold confiscation in 1933. It says redeemable in gold on demand at the United States Treasury or in gold or lawful money at any Federal Reserve bank. After the gold confiscation of 1933, all U.S. dollar bills became legal tender, which means that they're no longer backed by gold or silver or anything. They're literally now just green paper. They have no physical value, no life-supporting practical use. I can think of two things you could do with this green paper. Use it as toilet paper or burn it for heat. Okay, this brings me to my next point. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to make this short. It's how the United States debt is almost impossible to pay back, literally impossible. The US government gets all its money from the Federal Reserve, which is the sole money printer in the United States. When the Reserve gives the government money, this is a loan that the government has to pay back to the reserve at some point. However, it's the loan money it's there's interest on it, so the government has to pay back the reserve more than they borrowed. So where does the money to pay the interest come from? It doesn't come from anywhere else but the reserve again at interest, which raises the debt even further. So the only way to pay off the debt is to get more loans at interest, which can only increase the debt even more. the US debt is currently so massive, it is almost 100% of our GDP, which means if the United States government were to freeze all government spending everywhere in the world and channel every single dollar toward paying off our debt, it would take over a whole year of nothing but spending to pay off our debt to pay it back.